A number of people have asked me, and they've said, how did you do this? How did you bring yourself to this state of health and well-being? And it's a number of things, and you'll see them all around. It's physical things and mental things and emotional things, and there's also something about inner stuff, about that otherness, that those qualities that we have inside. And I believe we all have them. And for this project, this exercise, this initiative of becoming well, I think we need to dig deep, and that's what I've had to do. And so part of what we need to access, as well as the diets and the weight charts and all the rest of it, is some quiet time for reflection, some time for the self, and finding what those qualities are, those inner strengths which support this process. And these qualities, we all have them, and they are many, but it's worth, I think, spelling them out. It's worth thinking about them and reflecting on them and saying, how can I bring this quality into my life, into what I need to do? And so the first one, I would say, would be determination. A decision to, I'm going to get well, and a determination. And that's kind of iron in the soul. This is what I can do. And so that would be one quality. And saying, how am I going to do it? But it starts with that absolute determination. Another quality, I would say, would be courage, because that it requires some letting go of some old stuff. And that doesn't just mean second shares of things and almond ice creams or other things like this to let go, but it means letting go of some old ideas, it means letting go of some old fears, and some old stuff that went on in the past. So courage, I think, is a really important quality, to own up to it and say, this is what I have, to look at your life and say, I've used courage in the past, this is when I used it, I must summon that back and bring that to play in this whole new way of life. So there's determination, there's courage. I would say that there is some willpower, and that's kind of like determination, but it's more of a plodding, every day I'll do this. So it's, what shall I say, fortitude. It's, I'm going to carry on with this. It's consistency. I'm going to do this every day. And I think all of us have at some point thought, I must do something. And we've made a decision, and we've started a diet, or we've started an exercise regime, and it's lasted for a bit, and then, something else happens, and there's a birthday, or somebody gives you a box of chocolates, or something happens, and it's out the window. So it's about a different aspect of time. It's about looking at how am I going to sustain this over a period of time, and what am I going to do today? So I need to look at each day, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just not going to eat this thing today, and today is gone, and then by tomorrow I may not feel like it. So there is that consistency. I think there's also patience as a quality as well. Wouldn't it be lovely for it magically to happen overnight? I've decided I want to get rid of my diabetes, I want to be thin, I want to be fit, and I thought of it and I really want it so much I'd like it to start tomorrow morning. And it's not possible. It needs to go slowly, and it takes sometimes achingly much more time than one would hope for. But having a bit of patience, and that's why I think those kind of tracking devices like monitoring and so on help, because we're able to do that day by day and moving forward, and being patient and belief. So that's another one, faith. I can do this, it's going to happen, and I just need to be patient to get myself there. And another quality I would say would be kindness to the self. And so that's not rubbishing yourself if you have a slip up, and if you eat something that you didn't want to eat, or end up not doing exercise one day when you should have done, or whatever. It's saying to yourself, okay, that's done, that day's finished, and not working against yourself, because goodness knows there's enough other factors that are going to make this difficult. So don't be against yourself, be on your own side, be kind to yourself. And it's a beautiful attitude to have for the future as well. And there are many other qualities that I think emerge from a mindset that looks inside for answers as well as outside for fixes and for methods.